This video is a continuation on from my Louis Vuitton crop top. I wanted to go a bit more in depth around how I changed the pattern to make my crop top fit, how I added darts on the back, brought the neckline down and changed the arms. I'm also going to do another calico test just to see how it looks when I take out the dart at the back on the sides. If you're not too bothered about seeing how I changed the pattern, then just check out the main video. If you want to see how I changed the pattern, then stick around. So this is the second test. What I am changing in this video is bringing the neckline down, so making a new test for that. Also bringing the armhole down and adding darts so that there's not this loose material back here. Okay, so this is the last project I was working on. It was my Louis Vuitton crop top. I'm almost finished it. What I'm about to do is add in some darts because there was just too much excess material here. So what I'm gonna do now is take this dart, add it onto my pattern, and then change the pattern anywhere else I need to. So I think I'd want the neckline to be a little bit deeper. Change that on my pattern as well. Then make a fresh calico test and see how that looks. I'm measuring up how far I've pinned my dart. So it's about 3.5 from the right hand side. So excluding the seam allowance, I'll just go roughly 3.5 up. And then my dart is, so let's say 2 and 2, so it's 4 wide. 4 wide. And then the length of my dart is about 13, so I'll just take that midpoint, so 2 and draw sort of 13 down, and that is including the seam allowance. Now I'm just drawing up my dart. So because of the size of my dart, what I'm going to do is cut it. Also, I need to make sure that I rewrite that that is the back piece. 3 of 4. So I'm going to cut it out. And then I'm going to pivot that up so that next time I will just cut that as one piece of fabric and exclude the dart. So now I just moved that whole piece up and I'm sticking it down, and I'll make another test from calico with this to see if this piece sitting like that actually works. Then I want to reshape my armhole, which is something else I would need to test as well. And that includes the 1 centimeter seam allowance. We'll see if this works. I hope it does. It seems to be working on the top that I've got. So that's 1 cm. And then I can look at this and see if that is sort of making sense. Cutting that, that's it's a bad idea. I'm gonna have to take it out now. Cutting that much off, which it looks like it does. So I'm just gonna cut that out. And then I can draw that curve onto my Louis Vuitton crop top. And hopefully it makes it quite nice. I'm just gonna make that curve a bit nicer. All right, and so I'll try and match it up there. So I just traced that on, and I'm just going to cut out that curve from my crop top. Now I'm sewing in my couple of darts. So I measured them on both sides to make sure they are the same, which they are, and I just need to stop sewing about there, and then I'll have to redo the curve of my armhole. So I just traced up the new shape for the armhole, and now I'm cutting it out. So I'll take this and apply it to the other side, and then I will also just double check my pattern to make sure it's corrected on that as well. Okay, I've just tried on the top again, and it's a little bit too loose. So just before I close it up and put on the fasteners, I'm also going to alter the pattern by taking off 1.5 and then just closing it as I was going to. So the 1.5 will effectively move over here and just be taken off from there. Okay, so this is the new and improved Calico test version of the crop top. I made the changes to the neckline, I made the changes to the arms, and I took out that dart that I added in, and it has fixed my bagginess issue that was existing under there.